Ghana de shima mama jo esa mama kwaba edeba the 6 show so ewo na 2 television ene adwada August da etoso 26 and I said duonu ensia otwede amponyankopon adaroma meneo yenso yasebi yetinkom na se yewuya na asida piesie ene edebema nyankopon twere ampon na ene da era Ghana mampeni abediachi ade nsentrefo nhyiemu ehihye so fat ne abuni fe no meet the press and meet the media no enche bia na mahama so ene nsentrefo no nya nkitahudie na omo ka se baumia esro se obehia media na nyankopon ayadom ema neda 25th August ya na Ghana mampeni abediachi His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia ene nsentrefo enya nsawoso ewo Moving Peak Hotel na nsem bebre na efiri mu eba ye womo a omo se Dr. Baumia esuro media no menye sure se omunim papa no ye na enera enyema ebeto dwa questions a media for no ebisa womo no se wani se okakire ene anu yi a ode maaye no nipa dodo na abo Dr. Baumia abaso se utumi yi nsem no anu se nete menye sure se ese ye wanwa se wonim Dr. Baumia ense se wanwa enye nsem no anu na wuyi na wo kan brofo no keke o sebe to asum no eno so ewo hia enti se ubeti a omampeni dada John Dramani ne de no na breso ode ye no na nkofo ka se nsem na oyi no bebre na ensheda en fa ekwan mu ene enume ye behwe nsem a journalist no ebise aye eba omampeni abediachi ode na no disem etuga na feso me guest me man opportunity na ono so wahwe NDC manifesto na omode etuga I think say Saturday no yebema guest opportunity na ono so waka ehunsem ni ono afafim nia ebro MPP4 de no so na yatumi adi ehunkomo emre bemu a mema okwan na so wafre akire wadwene meanwhile obetumi do messages no aba ewo YouTube and Facebook ade a obetumi de woni edi dwumadie no achi ewo memfanchi akese pa ma abayo afre no kakraba na se kakraba ewo Omanjo electoral area wotrobu ene wawoda yama happy birthday na misanchia mame Joyce Ayi no nenumei ye chia papa any honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong honorable Kennedy Ohene Agyapong ye chia ene enumei pa na feso the parliamentary candidate edema the Trouble constituency the great Trouble constituency Madam Gloria Owusu People's Mother ene enumei ye chia bebre ene Trouble man nyina ene enumei ye chia obibia musumfo the flag bearer ena medi ene jumedi ehun chiame senya meka ya no NDC manifesto omdi tudwa Saturday etwamu ena afeso omampani abedieche His Excellency Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia so nsentrefo hyiemu ene de yi yebedi ehun enkomo na ansana yebekọ sa nsem no bibia meka say politics serious business enti se Senior John Muhammad ose edru sabre yi a no kure kakra na wo de film entro kakra na wo de film to no de ode frafra ema memene wo no meme de menti ase ne say politics is a serious business enti edru sabre yi a wo mo kasa no wo betie asem na wo ka no number 2 no wetie nipa na wo kasa no baby a ofiri eba ene ensem na wo ka no bebo wa ma otumi agedi anase sebe wo se Muslim kan asem no work no enti enye se be politician abed edi cameras asisi nanim na work kan sem kekenti no wagedi esese wo so de ko adwundwum esa ne se John Mahama Ghana mampeni abedi akire president dada John Dramani Mahama His Excellency wa mayati asese du sabre ya nya obeka bia ma ato nipa timma na kuma adane ama wo no eno na woka nokra na udi fam entra na udi fam to no de aya ode frafra edu saa abato ebremu seya na se wobi nyankopo aye yadom na nipa nankasa firi na kumomu nya wodwene efa ye won waka kire ye ya odofo nyame na metra hanom aka kire wo se koye a anase b ese wode kwa dwudwum wo se edu saa ebre we mu a abato ye prepare se be kwakoto abana entra na odi fam no kura na odi fam odi frefra e de ma memene se be ya dwene ebedane ya to abana ma no ye to abana ma ni wia no obeka kire o man Ghana se oh obeto ye obaye no sika bia ni ho 4 years o se yensa ma no eye honeymoon na onfa enhwe ade a ode beye ama wo man Ghana. We have the choice. We have the choice to make. Na adano obi ka kire mi se saa asem na ya make say jo mahama ka se edu ebre se ya entro kakra ene nokre kakra na ode frafra de maye no se enya nokre da jo mahama nkan ba bia na yeti ba bia ye di nkomo ena me share ne bo se ene me yi sa video no e de a chere nti o hwe o madam fu ni NDC ni mapa o se ene o pese o hwe se ye nokre pa sa asem na make na o se on to obama NDC ende me pese me boni di o se me pese me boni di enti yankonkotie mode mame for chief yankonkotie eye ensemo ana enen nansa onimi ye argument se enye nokre da se John Mahama akasa yankonko se onu ene ogina ho ena asem na ye kan ye no enna waka na ne yemra
se edru election time na amanyoko bia epre nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka nti entra now the film no cry now the film ya the frafra no cry no ho yenka na ya the intro film se edru election time na amanyoko bia epre nti ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka nti entra now the film no cry now the film ya the frafra no cry no
yo enti kambabu ni ndura chief enti afede what say enkomo na me ni wudi no enye bosremu kan migiri se fi ene eko asem bia meken bia wo beji edi enti migiri se MPP enya one vote because o promise say me botre na say no krepa de enya de a obeto abade ama NDC erunti na me yi ede che man mo because me pese o to abatia NDC no that's not my business me business ne kire se nia ye betena ha no muka no eye nokre trodo sebe enye se ye tan obi ana ye chi obi enti nia nipa ne nka ye no na ya kata ye ni na ye ka esa ne yamfa nidie eni ebuo ama wo a wo hwe enti de bia me kan se wo pe political show a eye nokre trodo ye yi bi mfum ye mfa bi nka ho a eye the seat show ejora no so mpa mu bia ene eye ukuada no so mpa mu ko pem no nkron mpa mu ene me guest ya ba be din komo akọ akire papa enche bia meyi no e de akire mu na meka entro e politics mu at this point ya mampani dada John Dramani Mahama ama ya ta ase se sa point we no e entro e na ye de ye politics no nia broni fe no dishonesty se e do so se be entro unim se ade yi no kre enso na wo twa entro e de fa ho no no so odensem bi atudwa dishonesty in politics me pese ye be kwako tie sa nsem no ni asa ba studio abedi onkomo
in extremely poor shape from the COVID experience.
ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka
The economy is already broken. COVID didn't break it.
A lot of the economic turmoil that we've just been talking about and that we're seeing around the world is, of course, as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
I think that it's a period of adversity for the whole world because it's triggering a kind of global recession as a result of the tensions that have been created.
ne obeka bia ama nipa akoma adane ama o eno na obeka
The akufo-addo led government has so badly mismanaged the economy that we have been plunged into the most debilitating economic crisis in about 4 decades. In my country, Ghana, our economy has emerged in extremely poor shape from the COVID experience. The economy is already broken. COVID didn't break it.
A lot of the economic turmoil that we've just been talking about and that we're seeing around the world is, of course, as a result of Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
I think that it's a period of adversity for the whole world because it's triggering a kind of global recession as a result of the tensions that have been created. The akufo-addo led government has so badly mismanaged the economy that we have been plunged into the most debilitating economic crisis in about 4 decades.
Say more dishonesty in politics now make am. Oh, Dr. Baumia dia obetumi de asende me. Mebo. Ba ne ameme nsa ka no na me yi ehunfo ni de kire no. Say politics of dishonesty say no kure no eda ho. Ana say ushia asumasi a ana say party A a esno nia woka. Ushia party B a esno nia woka. Dishonesty in politics. A whole video and a ye edi achel. That is the best definition of dishonesty in politics. Odu aye Ghana man penin dada John Dramani Mahama. Odu Harvard wo aye Abuchimem America Abuchimem hona Harvard is one of the best universities in the world. And okoko share NDC for omo ye a lawyers a doctors ni omo sua homa akọ akire kakra no ade a papa yi ekoko shia wom na woko shia wom no wom de omo nim de omo America omo Harvard omo sua homa enti joma cannot go there and lie to them. It is a moment here abusho video now. In the video no or gitu mu say eye COVID any Ukraine in top no ade a aha aman nyina economy a Ghana ka ho o gitu mu na wo free ho no oba Ghana no obe o say or say that COVID didn't break the economy. O free Harvard no oba Ghana no and we become different thing because we be share a different crop of people ono na dwumu no se beta frache o ma dwumu no enti nia obeka bia ma ato makoma so no omakoma adane ama o mato aba ama no and we obeka kire wo man Ghana. And so call Harvard in there or can no create because sa and a say we are self for nyina economy no ati say because of COVID and Ukraine and Tokwan. Na bako sa video na mu baby na ne bruni journalist kasa and also or admit say there is global recession. You can global recession na Ghana you can global no and you are to mu say there is global recession. We are self for nyina economists esu and I sign eka say it was a period of adversity. Na che say oyene kese pa na si ewiase afọ na nyina Ghana eka ho okọ eye abrofo media studio ho no de osan kokan nokre ba oba ha na ba ku bi okan o say akufo-addo government has so badly mismanaged the economy. Enti ono ankasa no okọ ha esno nipa e wo ho ntino esno asem o ka kire no oba Ghana said the Ghana for send ye tinti na dwunu mu send ye tinti no na oka a different story e de kire media ne say media mebie ani e de akire wo nyame na meka se koto abama aha anase fa ko ha because politics is a serious business. Mistake obeye no eyesima se no e betwe waso mfie nan se ne ade bia meka mama mistake obeye ni say adi 1 second a team one person animu etumi twe waso mfie nan enunti ye be share ne nso ye John Mahama on dishonesty in politics. If you are dishonesty in intro lies propaganda ade ye fita yen kan say ye tuntum yen kan say be ya say beta facho wadwire mu no a obeje di say ye tuntum. That is the stock in trade of omo say ento aba emma omo no. na mo be kaya 2020 election results no omo court say MPP court enti omo so be court wo abra na wo monkasa wo majatum by omo nsam keka ene omo nyama yon nyina chese na wo lose election no enso say be ya ye betum futuro de agu NDC fo ani so ene Ghana fo ani so na ewiase fo na nyina agyan omo say ye chinchi omo nsa ebi na ya start eba no se mo betia ase dun ketiansam keka the flag bearer of the NDC John Mahama His Excellency ninsam keka even the running mate ono so ninsam keka no nyaomo ye 2020 no bia no mo ye 2024 now we share Dr. Bawumia style of politics in the campaign now is totally different. Me say owie your manifesto no launch no mo wie ya the following day he was in another region no oye campaign. This is somebody who is very serious. Now others need your omuni na radio so ni TV so no mo keke man ya ye betu to say ni election enye to twi e polling station ho nipa ba ye 500 na polling station A at the end of the day 400 na to ye LPP nya 350 and NDC nya 50 a kuntumi sisano enti no so no aba ene sa etuo ni threat ni free. But this evening let me tell one more adwene say they want to foment trouble. Mo meetings in siemu amaye ne ade nyina no mpanifo ehu. I'm telling you. Na me domunti na me ma mo hint no. This thing and say can make. But instead they say mo be call police station and I say house to house, door to door akoye campaign. Some of you are planning say mo be violent in the chaos. It was certain selected constituencies. Now me mamu, I'm being charitable with you by giving you sir hint. He say mpenifo ehu baby amotra ye enyama mo kan ye nyina no it is there. It is a memene mo anka me jai sa de no makopo bibi papa ye because nipa onunti o ti ho a wo plan so be papa ye violent no wono ne mano wo mo nyebio ne mano enyebi enti fako adwundwum na dwene ho some make say ye people say ye NDC obi be from say brana ye mawo ye mbo pa ko didi nkofotem ko kan nsem a enim egu nkofo ho e ko didi nkofotem ko fa ma kontiba e twa nkofo. You have to think about it again. Esane say we yes nkwa etia nkwa eswa e wasase so because anything can happen to you. And I'm being charitable and friendly with almost sise kukwemu almost sise nyema say violence de beba eye election numu na America na ne say 2020 abatro no ase du nketia eye then general secretary court ono no ko di NDC fo nim e court okuta evidence we have evidence that they have rigged the election. We won the election and they have overturned it. There is a video cry John Mahama say we will not allow anybody to subvert the will of the people. Near bonu okay, yanko court. Na mejidi say munya mukai in some way see what court to them ho. Na edu baby na awe ho say penimu a subject his own or himself. Sorry, himself. To public ridicule. Only prefer say only evidence. What they backing claims now who make you say you no. Now say we be other judges. Me mean say no more say judges no so short memory there. Say we be other ye court. I say do enketia no muto wo so mo court achuchi kata on lawyer enu me chiao. O ka che o say no nyama mo dia baye de entumi any court of competent jurisdiction. And so and the NDC force on trying to trash. Na matry makwe no and I say don't get here hey didn't court now court. Say on be defended in some na NDC forecast say we am. In fact, mama yanko tie ase don't get here refresh your memory 2020 election petition no nemra.
Now, in all the figures that were mentioned as the valid vote cast and all those things, you were saying if the figures were correct, and that there were inconsistencies in the figures, I want to ask you, now, in your own calculation, what were the total valid votes cast in the presidential elections on 7 December 2020? In your own calculations.
My Lord, those calculations are reserved for a meeting for us to reconcile the figures, because the first respondent herself keeps changing the figures. And so it is when you bring your...
Excuse me, Mr. Look at here. Help the court. You see, when you started giving evidence, you said you had all representatives across the 275 constituencies. You said you put agents as, to use the... Yes, and they were to, collect the figures. You said it. Then he's asking you that from that, what figure did you get? You.
My Lord, I haven't brought that figure to court.
Okay. Then, from your own calculations, what were the valid votes cast in favor of the petitioner, to your knowledge?
My Lord, when we discovered this discrepancy, it was difficult to even know which figures are.
You don't know. You just answer. You don't know.
I don't have them here.
Okay. Then the last one. What figures from your own calculations did the second respondent get as the total valid votes cast in his favor?
My Lord, I don't have those figures here.
Thank you. That's all. Now, in all the figures that were mentioned as the valid
when I make us say are kakra. You see, me use a video where they are children. Say they are, and these same people in someone more can because you're been about to umbrella. What the better dream? Media maka enyem na me decide amount wo kokota woni say wo kwasore wo kosom nyame eye bible ena ye di nkomo e wo asore dem enti se woni eye paper de ni bi kura na ene phone so bible wo so na wo kokota ye bisa wo say evidence a wo be making some claims ni ye bebe ma NDC from Kogu Street so ni ade ade ewo hin wo de fabra ni nke bi ma. That was all. Say my lord and a judge ni ka say wo de unia ka kire. What were the valid votes cast? We ankasa wo hihye mu wo say mu wo polling agent wo every polling station across the over 30,000 polling stations in Ghana. Entimu omo recordo the mam na mo keka asi ani who say mo di nkunim enti na mo declare no. The Fabra, what were the total valid votes cast? I say we get say woni. Nti we NDC especially mo sua homa kwachire no. Na papa we ko gina eye court. Na yes anyama we na still da so di akira. I find it very difficult. And I say it's the normal thing. Oh, me dem MPP ni ntinu se beta fache ni anye bia no me MPP ni. Me NDC ni ya wo mitumu entini ase bi nkete aye nyina wako suku adu eche nyina echi no. We say still this is your leader and you are proud of it. And then this leader should bring you into government for him to assume a very political position. My lord. Me dem me say why we are this thing will be repeated in 2024. Me gidi say sir embarrassment yi a omo ko ji wo court no because ensese kan this for trouble because utie nsam na say don't get here na nkasa we didn't have any evidence because you cannot tell me say evidence na wuja wo fie in a case like this, in a case like election petition na wo court no waja wo fie enya wo fie sebe sa entro no propaganda na de bia ye de dada wo no eno ntino oye sa even in court kra wo beka say yemi no o sign act control say wan famba na wan famba e wo hi se mimini ase don ketia ye no kra pa say wan fa eye ni figures no anko a figures eye contrary to ni electoral commission ni kan no wan fa anko ni we ni fi ya me gidi say nko ma press conference de abetuga be sine nkanize ke bashimene almost 4 years enti say nipa we be gyan wanim no o kasa esese utie ni yi awinya papa esese utie ni yi eno nti ye be hye ne nso na ye free sa sem we so a se mo be kai the same as Edun Ketia. I'm talking about Edun Ketia because he matters a lot in this political journey in 2024. Say NDC winia ono no be kire nkrofo and say Mahama po say we yam man minister of that we yam fan nko CEO ntino he will so much say influence ewo election na ye ekonomi ntino ehu be hia say senya mekanka ne no nipa na kasa hwe nipa na wo kasa no na tie asem na wo ka no na fatu se ni so ubewe yankopon yeda na sese o ma obia adwene eni nyansa a yetumi ye yankasa ye analysis na obia owo sa influence yi ema omo ko omo internal contest a o kotu eye ofusuampofu then chairman ya no oye ne diabolics as a general secretary a odi kotu eye ofusuampofu ya no na party mpenifo na omo supporto eye chairman ofusuampofu na omo so omo namobo apro ka ofusuampofu wonsempa de kire NDC delegates so be ya anka ombe retain no na alaji scenario ono so hia NDC fo a ode na no disem tuom agya no o ka kire o mo say o mo very careful of Edun Ketia then general secretary na obe pe chairman na so mo nim na mo the chairman no man say king dream ne keta hye de NDC fo ebe fa no ko yenko enkoti nsem scenario editu dwa Edun Ketia on corruption na
corruption allegations of corruption corrupt government in the history of Ghana.
I said the act, the party act, your dues, the nominations and all that, the filing fees, the union boards. It wasn't FEC that chose the company. He went so saucy, he chose it by himself. He brought the company onto FEC, whether they liked it or not, and he was imposing it as a dictator. Exactly. That company, do you know how much commission the company takes? 20%. There's a 20% commission for the person who bought that car. So meanwhile, listen. We had someone who was offering up that application free of charge, and we kicked that person out. We kicked. My brothers and sisters, wallahi, big time. If you people joke, and I'm saying this, if you joke to bring Asedu as national chairman, then we are doing it as a party.
Corruption, allegations of corruption. Corrupt government in the history of Ghana.
I said,
Orofo nipa okasa ye oya NDC ni mapalaji scenario if I am right enye MPP ni ene oka Edun Ketia won sem sa no eye NDC for omo internal promise omo ye ya omo di yi eye national executives ay twato ye yi ena NDC for ahia eka sansem no ede fa the current chairman of the NDC General Mosquito Asidu Nketia na nsem na omudi tu dwane de emu edu pa na usha papa all the time no ono frɛ ni other political opponent corrupt in fact ofuson pofukra no edu mebi no utie Asidu Nketia nsem no okafa no ho because obetu no ntinu na or person or chese or you corrupt. If you know Asidu Nketia all the time, other people corrupt. Now revelation here, a for a two day say or no more corrupt than even those are from corrupt. Me say a do sa battle we bring. As I say who nipa a kuwa almost say yentro abano and maum. Womusu any womubain. Senya Michelle Obama kan e no say nipa no ni suban nya woto Obama na nya saa time no obetisa obeye no worse. It is a Obama yati say this is what happened now. Meme ne wo de se betafrache ye twam ene atibi meteye no wa hu bi entina meyi ene meyi video no e de kire say be ya wo so obehu nia e koso. Na maka eno awie no the same intro, the same dishonesty. And try and then as a propaganda. You too for trombone kofoni so no ma dwen you almost say ade no say net here when indeed omunim say aha eneda. Na 2020 election no before omba be call election petition no omba call court kra no. Na nsem bebre wo ho mo maka Gana mampeni dada John Mahama no candidate ni nsem a waka o so we win election no by so and so margin otukuno odo so say omagwini Sami Jamfi communication officer of the NDC ono so say the incoming president just say will declare the president elect for abra true to them no munim say omaluzu. I'm telling you true to them. In some of the mama beka wa bonti nyina no na eyetro no nim say we di ntwo no nim in some of tukuno edebeto agwa or your press conference the NDC is winning by 6 million so and so vote nyina no oboa because omo figures omo kekensi ani no munim say omaluzu abam Nya Sami Jamfi ko jawa no ye and introduce the presidential elect or the president elect. Sansem na ye tro. It will end this in I'm telling you say your own leaders decide they sit they plan to lie to you. Enti omo be ka se kona ko ye bibia enye ti a wo man ya gini wu because this is evidence that say wo mo nkasa no wo mu in fact, sa asemo ameke mode mo mayen ko hwe infonini kakrebi about NDC leaders or mu twantro de che o mu nkofo.
The results we've collated so far, and I'm excited, I'm happy with the results. And we won in 10 regions out of 16, and the Ghanaian people have expressed confidence in us. We would resist any attempt to subvert the will of the people.
Have won this election by some 6,166,385, and that constitutes 50.15%.
Allow me to begin by expressing my deepest gratitude to you for your tremendous support, which you expressed overwhelmingly and convincingly at the polls. There's no doubt that Ghanaians from every region of this great nation of ours voted for change. And we did so in both the presidential and parliamentary elections.
He has won 141. That puts us in a clear majority and will be giving President Mahama the needed majority in Parliament to be able to conduct his business as president. What the clear majority...
Presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, who is the president-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will address the nation and speak to issues pertaining to the presidential resource declared by the Jim Mensah Bosmanasare-led Electoral Commission. That's announcement number 1.
There are times so say me ko jina da kabo. Mon fa results so mra na me fa nkwa. Results so omo de ma me. They say udi jina da kamba bia say udi defend dia won in be guase.
What figures from your own calculations did the second respondent get as the total valid votes cast in his favor?
My Lord, I don't have those figures here.
Thank you. That's what.
If people are not poking fun about politics and inducements being used to sway the hand of justice in the lower courts, then it is poking fun and making statements about the 7-0 of the unanimous FC. One of the scariest existential threats to any democracy is when citizens think their judiciary holds no value for them. The results we've collated so far, and I'm excited, I'm happy with the results. And
Oyiwa so mutin nsemu a wo mokekae results collated so far a say 2020 abato no omo ankasa omo results a no collate a na ye hwe say omo de be court a asebu ngetia say wo jani fie so jani wo NDC headquarters no. According to Otukuno, Omunya 6,166,385 votes are representing 50.15%. Just Wadin Kunim. The Mahama Sumayeti assessor collected results so far. That time no Kasada. Based on information available to him, no, suggested say NDC had won 10 regions out of 16. But who even told you? Say because there were 16 regions, it is a wooden kunum 10 regions. I know just say Aban Wini. Now in 2016, how many regions? And MPP Eddie Winnie a year about one. 2016, Satamani created 6 new regions. Until now we had 10 regions. In 2016, if my records are correct, the MPP won in 3 regions. And what was former President Mahama saying is collated results so far no shows say Oma Winnie a year 10 regions. In not just Oma Winnie about one. Ghanaians have overwhelmingly voted for the NDC and they will not they will resist every attempt to subvert the will of the people. No oka sabrofum. Or there are 2 drama ye a video at their channel. In that same video, the then General Secretary, said now on Muchama NDC chairman, or say they won 141 seats over Parliament. And the Parliament here hung Parliament. Sabreno. No mu siesie omo executives and that's omo party for say be omo party for no be charged up akọ create confusion no. I see don't get here based on the video na me ya chemu sesi anexes or say they won 141 seats from where? And then we maybe sir from where? reform catcher will say, and the videos are maybe at a win no, me see. Nipa na obeba begya woni ma campaign say to Obama assume say no obentino. It is important to know the person talking, his record, and what he stands for. I don't think I go say me use videos you dey maka. Wo videos about Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say be intro bi a wotwa wo dey fabra ye be yin video dey akyerɛ. Me dey me hu bi. Me hu bi. Enti se okatre wo se omunya 141. This was the general secretary of an opposition party talking, inciting his people to move onto the streets to cause confusion, burning of ties, clashing with police, destroying property. And the one video, so what me give say what you say na me use our videos in natural representing the chronology of lies and propaganda by the same leaders are almost say on person almost set or Ghana. You want to reset Ghana to this. Ya me boche os see oni me nya adwea enya ntoko enya tengidi. Me wo my opinion and I also wo opinion. Enti ya be fan say na ne ye me yawo video yi last part no kra ne say odi ntwon wie ye no omudi ntwon wie ye no e na afi omo egro eye judges no the same judges who declared them winners in the 2012-2013 electoral petition no ene anko ya mom no eye o mampani obi a wodi o mampani da na oyeden or treat eye the judges just because the verdict didn't go their way. The same verdict ameme no ye share videos ameye ya Chelsea say HS say don't get say omo court no progress Ghana for time because he had no evidence. He had no record that you say no. Say be ya omunko for be adwembe yom say yewi omuntina no tumfu tungu. Na yi video ni nya nyeme na me be mitrim ede aka. Na ye din komo bebre me ko ye church program bi. Ana ma me bibisa me say na papa no o so oba be ye den. Nam so the manifesto atuga. But that person's problem was not about the manifesto. That person's problem was the fact say obi ana ye man sa akwanya no na owo another 4 years anko na obesa ba abesre enkwa hwe ne odi ye wo man Ghana na enemre mu a embano man 4 years pe. Enti sama amena na mene no edi nkomo no the worry was not about the manifesto. O say manifesto no kwa ye fine said enko no ne worry ne say obi a no wo 4 years obesa besre yen hwe ne oye ye oka kire ye say yesu kwa no oye no mo ana say ye kakwa no oye no mo whatever they say kaka wasanti region so the gold ko gu for mo enya asante man de ana say enya mo fe na kampese ena we be 4 years that anti mrano minimum ka say oba only 4 years. Now, my many class as a man, the true magnanimity, he send me a Muhammad Nankasa Mampeni that His Excellency, or Nankasa Aka, so 4 years is not enough for any president to transform or change the basis of the Ghanaian economy. Or Nankasa, and I'm yes, and me use a video now, my wife, and about my men only me in common, or not so to me, I should be. And his claims that 4 years is not enough for any president to transform or change the basis of the economy. Young go tie in some papa ndi tu Ghana.
I know we are in the trade where we now we go from and that's again. Before a very experienced president. Now we are of an answer. But see a thing and we're not so. One thing. I don't know what thing and we're not so. Now one thing I can answer my opinion before. I say at the same, I say on my opinion, at the same Mason and I'm coming. I see a man will train right now. when they took foundation, so they sit there where they first. They took foundation. They took foundation in your answer line day, and some way sit down after foundation also. And so I'm paying before the time answer. I'm saying I'm paying as a woman, I will sit down. First 1 year, or the two foundation. Or two foundation in your next 1 year, now for the sit down, pay that down. Obi there 3 bedroom, Obi there compound house, Obi there 2 bedrooms, Obi there Agyapong, Obi there Abubakar. And see, Obi see the foundation. Now we want to baby. Now we want the foundation. No about so the foundation everything. The 11% basic value. That's what I will say, go back to the foundation. I also enjoy the now see the institution. And say, I know how to foundation, and then the plan and put out. And he said, who can somebody see a dynasty? I not a war on the Trump constitution, or hybrid, we say. And the same name, and so amount.
Once again, this is evidence-based. Me catch us and some na make wa ha me ne odi won komo ni nyina no do fo enye se me bo me trim. Esa ne se me bu pa maka. I hold so much respect for obi biara odi ne fidie na to ha o hwe the situ. Enti member tra no mo me sire mu nka asem nkyerɛ da bida. Na mpo manu pa I will apologize. Esa ne se me nipa. Adwuma na ye enough from ti se wanu pa you apologize. Sometimes we make assembly I will show we so. Now me nya obi send me contrary evidence me betra ha atwen asem no esan mo amohwe no mo bekai. That's the way I was trained as a media person. And as much as possible no ye di ehuni ye hye ye ho so say ye metra no mu enka nsem a enim emfa nkyerɛw. Now you see, Sasemi a papa you can say former president they can say 4 years ain't enough. Emma obi aso beba be bibia who be more Ghana or my Ghana. This same person say mo be kaya was say ye to Obama no 2024 no be here honeymoon. 4 years now we can say ain't enough no. 4 years now ain't enough no. We say pay a move honeymoon for how many days? Enti asenya na DWTV omo German abrochimem womone former president edi nkomo na okansa asem we esan wo san can the same similar thing confirm ni am yi che osisi all person che say 4 years is not enough say obi be transforming the foundation of this country my yanko hwe in some papa no esan kan o DWTV ni emra.
Yes, I've been in office for 2.5 years. It doesn't take 2.5 years to transform the basis of the economy. And that's why we have presented to Parliament an agenda for transformation to diversify the economy, to add value addition and not just export primary products, to introduce manufacturing, to expand the services sector, increase agriculture and agriculture.
People are impatient.
People are always impatient.
The majority of your people don't approve of your handling of the economy.
Majority of people, yes. I've been in office for 2.5 years. It doesn't take 2.5 years to transform the basis of the economy. And that's why we have presented to Parliament an agenda for transformation to diversify the economy, to add value addition and not just export primary products.
Orofo misama wakwa babium ediba the 6 show so Yama penin dada John Dramani Mahama. Sa videos, last 2 videos, each day say. Ono ankasa gitum say 4 years now. Or say, yensa imrano, anase Ghana constitution no edemanu penu. Otumi famba ye bibia. Na obiaka. In some videos, yeah, my body actually confirming some na nipa ne kan say. Look, Ghana 4 year mistake. Eto Obama papa ya. obeba be ka kire se me ka kire mu se sika bia ni o ma metu sika bia nti 4 years no wontumi anya hwe a wontumi nya nfuku na two things nipa mienu baako o ma ne tumi na o wakwanya se obesan bebu nkonta amaw anasa achew na wasan asrese famano anasa the second term famano baako so ho no mo wonfie nan pe nti se nipa mienu wi fako adwendwem na me last video a me yi akire mu ansa na me de me guess akire mu eye sa ensem ya populist ensem a ye beka ama enipa bi apɛ asɛm sɛ ye de ye do mu na emom sɛ ye nyatumi na ya dane ye chidi akire sa nkrofo no populist statement propaganda lies dishonesty intro maybe Joy News the program this is so no mu di enkomo efa the future of teachers in this country emma sa teacher licensure exams no eba mu na Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa eye honorable no owo dwumedie na sibi na eye I think then deputy minister for for education honorable yaw Dr. Osei Chum Abichum Kafra omuso wo hobi ena aban hyehyeye se ye be ma teachers natural sa licensure exam senia eye nurses natural na ukọ brochire kwa na sa de ne tumi ma wudi mu se wo ye qualified teacher teachers yi ese wo mope okuje to si chinchina wo mope ena ye true question ne de kire e ma teachers no nsem a wo de tu dwa no wo de enko hwe be ye 1 minute per brain na yemra.
Before you go, the licensure examinations have become very controversial. NAT's position is what? Are you going to, when are you starting the exams and are you for it?
Already there are discussions ongoing on the fee that has to be charged. I think last week
But you are for the policy?
Sure, we are for it.
So you write the licensure?
We will write.
Is the question is about the fee, how much to pay for it?
The fees and who to pay.
What is it now?
If minister can give it to us as our Christmas bonus, we'll be very grateful to hear that.
So NAT, you want to write it for free?
Yes, if it is, it's very fine because we become professionals.
Because there's a controversy about whether it's necessary. The NDC's position is that they will cancel it. You don't need to write licensure exams. Well, your position is that you like it.
Yes, we feel that. Yes, we see in Ghana. We all hear of a fake lawyer being arrested. True. Have you ever heard of a fake teacher? No. But there are plenty of them. But sometimes these SHS graduates who go and teach people even in their homes, when they go and defile a student, they say teacher has defiled the child. So we want these benchmarks to be dealt with, especially in the private schools, so that the teacher will have some important.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's very progressive. Before you go, the licensure examinations have become very controversial. NAT's position is what? Are you going to, when are you?
Oh, you are. Therefore, and American a serious business. Teacher na ni okasa ye no teacher wo se wo pe ono de license no ebe bua no esane se wonti se ya fa yache fake teacher da then so de bia ya se yache fake lawyer fake doctor esane se omo wo license bia won ni bia chese wo ye fake me boa enti teacher na se mo wo ka no se no in some way this information on teacher ne say there be omo de omunim say licensure exams no ebe dey ebe boa wom bebre anyam na meka ye obi say oyiwa enti ye beye ahweyie na ya ma yani ada ho say aboa wo 2024 abato no it's not just about say enipa ho kire no nti na just say ye to abati ani oteso there be it's about the alternative. Who is leading the alternative? In some men alternative no eka. So when the court will not say a beboa or my Ghana, there may no problem cry. What I cannot forgive you for, and they say, now one year analysis of why you are voting. But this year, na me guest abem, and then me guest. Onunyanfo baako a oman Ghana obi anim no obone ho modern papa juma obo ewo oman Ghana mu me nya sure say even one person ebe doubt ye sa pani ni modern bo a obo ewo oman Ghana na ene no kra mmobo no ba studio ano ye mmobo fin drum ne kasa no te won voice mu say oyare pa onya code na ene so wako media platforms bebre aye adwumadie bebre amunyina mo hu no TV so enti megidi say wo kra na be won wa say ma me asan aba eye ene numre oba tan no abetra say oni flag bearer IBD oman Ghana ho enkomo ye bede na se bebre me guest eye honorable Fatimatu Abubakar, Minister for Information. Mini amu ajo emu akwaba.
We intro the adi.
Anoshi oh. Anoshi.
Anyway. Na hodo nti.
Ya da nyamiase.
Ye be ni nyina ha ya famu ye pese ochina bi ye manyini a omocha omani hwe omachi.
Sir.
Na se wa ofo be somo ya they wouldn't say so they did it for themselves.
Sir. Ya da nyamiase.
Nti I'm inspired by the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And somewhere some matter se waka. O ma me the opportunity ma me the introductory parts of the manifesto highlights. Papa ne kan bibi mane to makoma so am did say asesa mabrabo.
Okay.
So I just want to read the paragraph to you and your cherished viewers.
Before we be kind paragraph no obi send me message you say man kan pa wan hwe a obe yare. Eye abayo bi fefefe kokokokoko wo trouble efe no Janet.
Oh.
O se mentia wo ma no na man ye de na ma me mba ho.
Oyere no ho.
Yeah. Okay, inti koso mami.
O share my vision for Ghana, which is the intro.
Eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia manifesto. Okay.
Ma print.
Okay.
Nti ubi mu a baby and nymphony will be the next page.
Okay.
Paragraph 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Paragraph 5. Or say where Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia neka say you.
Okay.
Or say my life in public service has been one of selflessness, of putting the needs of Ghanaians first, irrespective of one's religious beliefs, social status, gender, or level of education. I have never once asked, and he quotes, what is in it for me? End of quote. Also, misa ne hoda. Ejuma wo ye nyina. Say na dia na me Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia menya wo. O misa ebida. Say be ya magana.
It's okay.
Is enough for him. Every initiative I have championed and led has been about creating an environment that supports and brings out the best in our youth. That creates opportunities for persons with disability. That uplifts Ghanaians, businesses and entrepreneurs. And that focuses on the greater good.
Wow.
End of quote.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Okanema bebre ntia. Ode si nani so. Sa Ghana for mano. Akwanya no medi mampeni. And this is one of enema okan.
To wakoma so.
Me eno ne to makoma so.
Okay.
Ohene edi kan ma menchia wahwefo nyina wo na 2 TV so.
Good.
Ye share ya che.
Papa.
Yetimi asense nkonya.
Yeah.
And there is one important reason so ntia adewe atomakoma so. Assessa me perspective about why Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia should be president.
Okay.
It has reinforced my faith in him and my belief in him. So he is the right man for the job.
Tese wo ni mujidie dada. Memu asemia okan ye ikra ahyemukina.
Make kind vision.
Wonderful.
Ni enti opeso odi mampanyin no. Ahyemukina ama asesa bibi o madwene ne makoma so. Ama me ahotoso ne akomaden foforo kra se menyere me ho. Na menya campaign famoa no. No ndi nkuni mega na mampanyin. Ohene.
Yeah.
Edi enti na mekasa.
Yeah.
Obi anim. Sa uyi NDC ni NPP free aba yekoto mo maka no. Campaign na katiesi. Wa unim se nya de se the trajectory of Ghanaian politics record se wo hwa ye kwa abatu. Obi ba obe pre kakra bedi ntati agro bebre. Na so wa wo hu the way niam si ko mo kro mabre. Obako for campaign acha na boso mbako. Obe sha se gidi. Acha boso mbako na be my mbre.
Sir.
But the point I'm saying is, we have an opportunity. Are the two leading candidates in a context memi wo gidie mapa said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and a Ghana for beto aba yino as president of the republic on 7 December. But I'm saying say ye dem penyimfo mienu esana ye kwa kotuno omo no mudi anim.
Yeah.
Baako ye former president John Dramani Mahama. Baako ye vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Nana minim Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kra in public service obro in fear duonu wom over 20 years in public service.
Awesome omanfo.
Ode aka ma ye nim no. Ye nim chama no ko ni PhD. Ye nim ne life in academic. Ye nim ne work in Zimbabwe. Ye nim ne work in any multinational. Ode ye no ye nim. Kakra ye nim. So ababa ye adwuma Bank of Ghana abedu deputy governor. So ababa be running mate. Wabe vice president. Eko mfie ngotwe. Yente home popo yeda. Maintain that said there has ever been an investigation of corruption initiated against him. It has never happened. Not even an allegation. Me kan say maybe NDC for bi ko ye omo so omo be bopo ababa be pe assembly achechire de aso ano. Me TV echi on a program news file. Ghana Integrity Initiative for Media Foundation of what me say empanimfo omani nje amanyosem ho. NDC for kofa ba ya no muka che ho so say yesrew. We dey ehotro.
Ye nya bibi pank.
Yesremo pa. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia mu obi before for kafa no ho amonka. Na emom corruption there there papa ne there ebia gossips ni here say yate ebia woni sika ebia there yate tibi ene ebi kra NDC for atimi ko twa porto Google so on can call your trophony na yate bi nemom edi Bawumia no what the corruption betare ho a enye ye
it repels.
Even the opposition party they've abandoned that cause because omo ko chechire kashire na emu odu sign omo ntimi mfa nso ano omo de afa ba bia ma obia abandon sa cause say ye de corruption nkoma ye mbo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia din
Dabira.
And now the alternative former president John Dramani Mahama yet ye baby a yen kan bi nhemu me pacho Jubilee House honom no ne nye ne omodete ho anampacho castle ho ne Professor Mills ne Mahama neto ye nim ho asem NDC for nankasa omo former attorney general Martin Amidu bo mo chiche nso free nso ase be ka che say odencheme wa ye nyina chine omo no mo be ka che yen e ma ye nso ye te say na former president John Evans Fifi Atamils na me fa ne currency no ate ase kra no ye nhwehwemu afa ne vice president
sir
we die senka ye ngindim pa eno nachi yete ha ena nsentro ni kofa ba se Burkina Bay contractor waye ekwan wo Ghana ha manana ne segari NDC DC kra for akachi ho kra be ka se kwan papa ne ye nye papa yes ye man contract no because the entire nsentro ni say because of our fraud bribe ye de pem no bo wan ka se wanje so it is established as a matter of fact. So mampenyi dada John Dramani Mahama okoje fraud bribe ewo Burkina Bay contractor Jibril Kanazoe ho in fact asema yaka echinye bia free baby amai journalists no crowd their payment NDC for man ye chinye ntime de enya asem bia they've abandoned the course
omajatum
omo challenge so nsade bi on so epemo na enokra what will save the embarrassment ne so baby awan ye de ne anim free tete so former president John Dramani Mahama ono ane government official one ye be say this for so munya kokoduro be bold no mo mekansi supi they couldn't finally oma tren say special prosecutor na abebo ni din say government official one then so wadware no na say investigation of course o Airbus na enye special prosecutor na ye abroche no mo ye wo US ni UK Emma omo they were involved in Malaysia ni ade omo no mo ye prosecution no ye ho na ye ho e confession na Airbus ko ye
say be lawyers no MPP for lawyers
and I'm saying say a free Airbus so say a free embryo deal, say a free Ford bribery saga, say a free Amajaru. We know the track record and history of Okandini Bakono, the relationship with corruption and corruption allegations. Vis-a-vis ni obaye, ye investigating that. And let me tell you the interesting thing. After Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Vice President of the Republic, or several or Bank of Ghana, say NDC Baba Mumfi.
Yes.
O tempo poyeda so ma yi query mpa beto ho se owo ho no nakata se sha na proyebi ho bibi sa wodo ho a enka because of his future how bright it was enka ma kotwa bobo kashire omo so no mo sie so omo ye citizen vigilante ko ma ko chechire kashire adwuma kase e de aso apapai nanso so kata se sha ne proyed odi ni numa no apie fita odi ne no nsuo ma no ayete se eagle obie na batamu pe no apronsuo na otu ne huso ye boni hire a eyeye enti okoto aba ma obi a yenim se leadership ayeke the bedrock of leadership is integrity and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has integrity. Aya can say African continent could have gone far, but for corruption, we are presented with the opportunity to vote a leader who is not corrupt, who does not have a history of investigation of corruption, who does not have a history of allegation of corruption, who is clean, who the opposition will avoid at all costs, even if there is a conversation about corruption.
Okay.
Enti adia bako e to makoma so ema mijiti prekope based on the vision or the abeto ha amakoto amawa was saying bibia mu onye adwuma misase na me de we de na wo mu mame. That is the kind of leader I will follow.
Yeah, that's the kind of leader you follow. Now me person me bisa o say say indeed in his public service he has been putting the needs of Ghanaians first. Now answer now be ya no mame be sima bakubina menje aboa fon krato na membrasia. some more kwa babium na true the sip show and wani egusu musom for the flag bearer na mede jumadi en chiame and then me guest minister for information honorable Abubakar Fatimatu and ye no adwetwe nkomo no honorable before me call break now anu egusu a wo ka
before me call ubisa
na me pese me bisa o say kwan benso na senior Dr. Bawumia kan ye say he has in all his public life he has put the needs of Ghanaians first. Kwan benso na wa ye de na obeka afasa we no ho dia man.
Let me give you one typical example. Ansa na President Akufo-Addo ebe baba him. No more wo nkrase. Nkrase to ye we kura na ye we kura.
Yes.
Oko ahafo ntotro so a. Ntotro so ye kura. Nanso ye kuro kase aka atimi ne namu aka betima aba ofie enimu ne other amenities wo.
Yeah.
Na osa dru ntotro so a. Na obesa na ntebe eze wana akome na kura. Efre kwa abo. Enu ye kura mu akura. Are you getting the point? Ka kura nko ho.
Yeah.
Your communities bi ohono abeko no obi ne yere ne mane na sefo. Ena on satete no nso aware dodo ne nkeka ho. Ene abusuamu ni nyina, ene mrante ni nyina mo ware. No mo nso so sibi ka ho. Bra. Na Ghana ha say omo the most remotest part of our country. Say yare achi obi ana obi akwa awo so yeso wachema ye pese etwa no ni moja sa ayeka jese ye de manyame nyame na ye na eku nipa bebre so woka obi kwa afuom na kyerebini bia ate egu no so ana amampam bia akochesi no woka obi a antivenom ebi asenkran na akumase woka inso ye need time
ye do be do hospital ho no
yamfa ntomago anase bibi enwura bi nkyekere so ma oze poison ne begina faako a emfra moja nkodru akoma no yantwan ko pe venom mo mepeka sikamfa metoka mu mechine no na agita
aye bibi o
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ya tete no wale na onimo mo mabre wo fom wako school otamale no abetena nkran no wako school abrochire no wahu systems na ye possible na ye ni so ade hu na ye o say Ghana ye betime the medical drone delivery system aba Ghana
enye drone ni na NDC woman organizer say mo de ba be hwe emma ho e wa abontin.
Thank you.
O see man fa here ma ho
oh that be na me kan ban ti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say omo nkurase omo achirichiri ka ntimi nkotoa no a oye na bi anasa atore nchem bi china ye kase ye betwen ka ba betwen de na bakrum a obehwere ne nkwa yemfa technology and solve your problem ohene se wo TikToker akura bia se drone be deliver nra enkwala no kra ko bo chenku o park no mo twen na ade na bo mo na mo chi package ne de koma cheap compounds for no
exactly
ana wo bebre
omoni jisa
communities baby anka aeroplane father na drone aeroplane edru ho na di ndro akọ
in minutes
the vaccines akọ in fact 2024 BEC your try the whole Ghana for the first time in Crofonia or exam papers the same time.
Sir?
Because zip line and the drones they deliver exam papers called Afram Place.
And I had to be on the phone so soon to delay.
Me patchwine.
Okay.
I feed drones one central for Yana or Mukoye report be a package the be 2 TV so and me a share. And you be an was sad this what and net Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia o se ade akwasi broni nyanye ye kura no ye de ye gidi say nyaminti in with God all things are possible until we will take the risk and deliver our people ohene sabe no kase and ne ye te hey medical drone delivery system omu deliver endro vaccines moja antivenoms to 2,654 facilities in about 10 districts. Yes, 10 regions.
Oh.
Enya no so far, Oma take 540,000 flights
540,000
flights.
I say a drone no airco airbano. Aquaba 540,000.
Aye. 540,000 flights.
Really?
So
you can imagine if the drone were not around and as available.
So wo biti akra ha no ye na ba omi aboa no ntimi nye ye won krofo wo nkrase drone na je obi bankwa drone na je obi yire pemfo nkwa omoda sori na omo bo mpa e bia omo bobi ma Dr. Mahmood Bawumia eno nso ntina December 7 omo be hu se nyankopon be ma vote na bate sempo anu anwea.
Wonderful.
That is it. Shadani so ade hulu. And so na send your sikan no NDC women organizer we mo doctor ono cross nka medical field onimu a wo se wakoje entity aba who should know better ono no timi na kokodro tina fidi echi ka say ai na drone no mode ba no na omode nkrofo kra adware wa adwaye a na wiem na ehwe nkrofo yire no into who servition no ebi de dabi achi.
Yes.
Na Dr. Mahmood Bawumia de na Daroma and Ghana is the first for so many things on the African continent. The first to achieve 100% financial inclusion in the whole of Africa because of mobile money interoperability. Mete hey ewie say na me ni momo no obi nso so teme so a no ohia momo e kwa na me fa me phone and I make call me access app so and I make change bank to wallets. My phone number near connected to me bank account no. Says our phone number near connected to bank account na obope ombeka said this phone number is not connected. Just to warn you once and do sika my wrong number. Enti me bomb number na say my adwene ni so na me mistake card they give you a warning.
And for phone na me number no na your bank to in na me hwe.
Oh enti no ye bank to wallet to bank.
Yeah. So convenient.
What one so obi cha omoma unse minister so obi timi cha momo.
Sir?
Obi say me minister small girl. Small girl minister. Enti obi cha me momo eno so na ma movie na me dey atom account.
You don't need to go to the banking hall.
No. Nende compare this vision. Na obi a o say yenko bie bank nto hodom 24 hours na about 3 am ampa chowo. Ma me no menu ama. Wa na ekot na trotro ma homache bra ko bank akodi lie. Na akoyi sa sika na kwa be na abefa so di akofi. Ebe ma escort ana. Bank no kura wi a ukoyi sika na te se na dwobre.
Yes.
Da suomu. Yes, tell us bullion vans for engine standby. Na America. Bank yokoyi sika ho no motere. Ye di dwa ho anajo. Na obi ono no vision ne say ono de ni vision ene say even party for SSC mo nkukobuo nketenkete na obi ama drone na ede sanipa ede ginipa nkwa na obi so obema nkukobuo nketenkete na sa nkukobuo nketenkete anka enya hia president
David
me shoe box okra metima bobo na nkukobuo bra sese nka dadoa ne hama ne eduape ananya sa ene so wa me de betwa square bi na de aboba adaka ache nkokomba bi ede so das agu ase ede nkokomba agu so timba cho nkokobo nketenkete ntine ehia president
areho
enya areho and to compare that and iswade hunu to what His Excellency Dr. Mahmood Bawumia is offering.
Okay.
Plus his integrity. Me say integrity ni din kind and sana bibia abeka.
Sir.
Ebio what him say for the first time. And this is former President Mahama. Omo promises on be training for Kaya years.
Training. Mo manifesto ni.
Mo be makaya ye quantity. And I'm so
wow.
the horses have bolted.
The horses have bolted. The horses have bolted.
Oh, I yes am ho no ho eko.
Like seriously.
Like seriously. And I'm saying na obia Dr. Mahmood Bawumia ne president na ado danko akufo-addo tie ni yo. Obampeni na ado danko akufo-addo 2016. O say ye ba ye be ye kaya ye hostels ni amomo teteye. Omo na baby ase ya tro.
Mutumi ye.
A whole president okoshia kaya ye fo a ne pine na odeko. Aso ye adwuma wa aluminium company.
O say kaya ye fo no mo.
Omo pine ne tata so ne asa omo la ye de ma wa no ya chia
omo tins no ne omo de adwuma no.
No oje kaya ye fo levy. na aka se na obenya kaya ye bi obeso okoto amajo mahama just say na e wo no ncheye na in the past 7 years e bia na ondi 15 years simple into onya benefit of what they are subjected to into ye kaya ye ni na obo hu muso so okoto ama NDC a levy no obesa ade aba memma remfi se eye president na ado danko akufo-addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no mbetwa kaya ye levy mu enkenne oso niema o madina market anke ebukom oso niema ewo agbobuloshi anke ebukom oso niema ewo KJTR race course anke ebukom ene president na ado danko akufo-addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no say ye unconscionable kaya ye ni dia na oyema no ono obrenti na asoma ne de na free ne kroma na ne kura apie krokesi wa amanehwe oda abonten oni baabite oni nsano adwuma oni adidi sika ode pan soso beso abayire ebeso nto sadaka edi jene boto beto neti NDC press apenso ni asa ayire no se yaje levy enti no wote honom na wuti o mo research no na wo kan ya de Ghana for mu a sa tama nkurase na wo the whole Ghana ambulance say 55 na wo anwa kurase na beso so and then this nkurase obi yare a just ye sign to ma wodua so ana ye pehu baro na de afa nipa enya sa ye moa wo sa akokono na de wa hye taxi ye moa and then tisa under this government 307 ambulances procured at a go. Free 2019 bekanne. Every constituency with ambulance say ye juma. Yanka se fuel asante ya pake. Yanka se tie ari into ya pake. Yanka se sikanu e de be servicing. Yanka se enfidi egu ambulance num no. Ebia ya dada ye nya sika amfanse san enti egu ya pake. Musuma obi so nkoto ambulance mra as a president ne penso man timi anto 15 ambulances omoko pe adaka e de brem adakato enne eyi legacy e wo sa adakato no ma ya ambulance case ene nam court e nam kwanso e Supreme Court that is the legacy ti e kan reset na ohene bisasa ne Ghana yewe se wote president akufo-addo ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia free SHS a training 5.7 million Ghanaians for free at 9.9 billion Ghana cedis for free uniform, free accommodation, free feeding, free textbooks, free meals for day students, free tuition. 5.7 million young Ghanaians.
Wow. From 2017.
Me say wuti free moi bisasa reset na de na aka. And quantity under former president Mahama ne NDC apenso. Unim so hianti oba tan wo ne baba yo ne babema. Sika ni fia. Yese adwa we de ma kwesi nkona wo tena fie. Yese asibi de obepusua de pam. Yese asana de obesua hairdressing. Ne emomia ma abudu nko agya wo ye onua be ma okoba obehwe ne wo fase. Na wo senior high schools in Ghana. Na wo share gender ratio. And the NDC abreso as of January 2017. For every 100 boys in school in SHS, there were only 64 girls. For every 100 boys. And under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, for every 100 boys, there are 106 girls in school, SHS, today. And now, yekase. Imagine, bisase about 42 girls, no, deficit, no. And your President Akufo-Addo and komo no makafie 100,000 every year, no mugu fie, a free says, ikaye no si akwan. Nene, aban wo yetima ya ntutuye we nyina. Mese aban yi nyehwe kran kane anti. Ghana for da sumu che and NDC. Emfie 9 sumuda, ye dum no 24 hours ni ama 8 hours.
MC Yefi.
Ona mumpotemu bebia na battery sisi hono ma ye de table si wankrofo mobile phone sam so a ye charge. Ohene ye charge phones na power bank dwa aba ma power bank ye ton traffic mu. Ena ne menam traffic ma me hu power bank.
Dabi.
Ghana wane ton power bank. Omo mo de power bank bakram gidi se bebre agya import.
Of course.
Cause enye profitable. Enka anaji upie madina ha enka generator su enso nyame adaroma President Akufo-Addo bai. And let me tell you one interesting thing. Me say on my biara na kohoma e won mabunu ntitiye mu ene mabunu ye die ni omanum sa on my ne dache on bedi ye
ene Ghana bedi ye
ga sa on my no because the NPP trajectory ene yeko with the statistics that I have given you and ne send ye be say free time President Akufo-Addo bai me ne ma fe 40 baby ana edi nkomo a obi ase me pe house girl bra ma bre mi nya bi obi ase se so pa akola ne na tena wo nya bi o enne wo pe house girl a just offer adult no watua no salary ete se ne oye adwuma ma obi obetua ne ka enne nkonya obi aba no ma bi asukọ no ma mfie dudu ba ko dumienu emfa no mesomsomo free mfie du se owi a meto tailor amount se je kosua adwuma
obenya saa nipa no kropo agi se wo gitum se wo betra wo ntia de be school
thank you
ansa na wo fo no apene
ai enne ho aye dende
ho aye na papa
oni ni ntia
debi
efri se under President Akufo-Addo from basic to senior high education eye free enya no nko ha basic schools na school feeding program school feeding under former President John Dramani Mahama no mutua 80 pesos per student 80 pesos per student no na e cover 1.6 million children under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo 150 pesos per student e cover 4 million students President Akufo-Addo in 7 years under Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I increase school feeding coverage to additional 2.4 million children in this country. Into about time, a community crown and about a wofi obeka neti kose kodi aduane ni binebra. And the children are in school. And this government has kept the children in school. Enya nunko an. See ade omo ko SHS omo wi ombeto aso. Ombeto aso so ade ene here. We need infrastructure at tertiary. Let me give you specific interventions aban we yaye. Specifically in university education. I'm not even talking about technical. University education. Na no mampenyi na Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo eko pie mu oho. No mo boje no so bone samrane de ntuma se forma no unini ntia. The biggest midwifery and nursing school ewa bibi memu ha. President Akufo-Addo
yes.
But trying to face
may you of so effect.
Me see one Obeka say University of Oxford, Dominic Cambridge, been wadru. Me see aesthetics not just the size, the quality of building, finishing, equipment, BBR.
Uko de twa mu me yitre ahwefo.
Now you masho. Enya no nko a kwa akomadan. So no
akomadan.
Na yete akomadan na Ashanti region offenso no. Me matena offenso South Kakra. Na me papa na me mama papa. Me na ba kra da so offenso anyina susu. Say otra namon ene sakam krom na akwa anyina susu. Ansa na eduana no akokaira. Eto so sa. Kosi abofo.
Buboko.
Enti me say offense north ewa akomadan ewa offense north. Now te akomadan a ne wote ani akomadan tomatoes.
Akomadan tomatoes. Honorable very say Kofi Koedua program na be ya chiao akomadan tomatoes. Yeah. No ma akomadan very popular over America nyina akomadan tomatoes. Enti honorable enenumre me chiao papa mebe fieri edi nkobo o madam fuba
yeah on my dear President Akufo-Addo ayewa akomadan so oto no obi catch so Ashanti region and Kumasi for the day ntina moto aba President Akufo-Addo e dey no aya momu onim sa akomadan enne here was state of the art University for Local Government Studies brand new from scratch
o maybe
Tierraba University bra kohwe
University for the
Local Government Studies Ewa akumadan.
Okay.
By President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Enya nunko. President Akufo-Addo. Osi University of Engineering and Agricultural Sciences. Ewo bunso. Bunso so. Ko hwade. Enya nunko. Wouldn't say can your friend is saying Kumasi Technical University. Omakosi another campus. Ewo dancer.
Wow.
Satellite campus. Brand new Munocha by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Enya nonko Kotakwa. Omasi School of Railway and Infrastructure Development. Railway for University na so.
Ne you matino.
For any
okay. Yeah.
Enya nonko. Phase 2 of University of Environment and Sustainable Development. So many. Mbachwa of penny kohade. Shania President Akufo-Addo why? Free independence. Public universities.
Universities are obobo bosui matibi ebisumente nentino. Na me adma ukuada mehwe se menya hwehwemu ahwe menya odofo me de ho video se bebro na ho se ne minister e kan ne kura.
Ni kopa kohade. Enya no nko ahu. Aban saba omo se da bi school no yankoye ni nyina grammar. Let me tell you one thing mahu on social media this week that has really warmed my heart. Ama manya abotoye manya nijie say the future is bright.
Any day.
Sure. This week the various senior high schools home consum kwala na omo ye fashion. Omo ye te say omo exhibition no be atade a wapam. No a no a model in front of the whole school a teacher ni no aba back near marking.
At the SHS level.
SHS Ghana public SHS. Ohine may say the future is bright. Ghana will take over the fashion scenes in ways that people don't understand.
Sharp.
Me say kwalan kete toto fefe wa enema o mutimi pam no me kura me nya bi a me finance me designer. I'm telling you enya grow. And it's all over social media. Me did say ahwefo they've been seeing it, they attest to it. Nene President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Oba was say school no nya ni nyina na be na rich enya grammar nko anti ne yeko school. Enya brofo de bia brofo. Yen hye TVET education mokina. TVET education no de na ye de hye mokina enya lip service. Eye mfidie ene ntete ene akade. Enti aban ba ye o se no. Ye be hye TVET education mokina. Nanso so yesi sa hye STEM mokina. STEM mokina na ye kan STEM ye den a science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
In this school we enyema wa boss we penny e be tro mo.
Aye, specialized
so focus no
specialized schools. And two Roma be 12 science labs, 12 ICT labs. Ube equipment, retooling of the spaces. And then me say we no aha na enya choro nkwa na ye be tro. Your equipment, baby robotics, and the sun nema. And the kwabo musu. And on him see a BS square, a bit more time to also a person about STEM school. Because a crano or quiet engineering were SSO. And now fair no quiet me so be a coca courses in Ibia Bubomuna later Macosta to university. And the Ghana han kwala engineering programs in SHS level because of STEM schools. Sa wokọ bono akọkọ ase ewo wenchi obehu STEM school ni bi ho corner of East region Pasempe obehu bi ohonom Accra High na ko STEM centers yo ebe ye wa hoho ado
ye kan Accra High at least one day say me do production because you can me ko eno fi dey yes Accra High secondary yeah
enye no pe bosomtwe ena bosomtwe girls And now only say girls in senior high school in Ghana and Kwalana former President John Dramani Mahama say ye to upon them more muntino exams no more passing and a fake.
A fake.
Obeje this and Kwala girls in SHS omutimi drones emani2.
Yeah, me who social media.
Emani2 we mu nante koba man commande ne de neba. Eh. Nampacho enya nwanwa.
Nwanwa.
And to look at the kind of investments aban na ye de boa amanya me adom bebi abeto ani afa bia uhu evidence of eniema pa aban ni
STEM school for
na education wo de classroom bra enya ye ma chok schools ni nya bi ni o me pa cho hwe one school ni o eso krampo senate public universities ni
assembly hall papa roads nyina ya dining hall, boys dormitory. I see. That's a more muka papa. Abu Musudi and wow. Okay, honorable my uncle I think say you have dwelled a lot on the
native centers and na me pesa woko pebihwe. Ko isle gona na danso man.
See the cameras in the corner.
Petition number 2. Asenja kai akumadan.
Yeah.
TV centers. Enye easy.
What can so far no it addresses Senior Dr. Baumiaka is a Ghana rather needs an upgrade rather than resetting. Because resetting say nipa na ono kan for reset or can resetting no yenim no ene ne obetumi aye nti or reset akọ na wonim no eno say ye hwe asem eka na endra incentive for nhyiamu na omampani da abedietie ni media for ye no metise obi bisa friend say we be a very intelligent question me refi sa question me ya papa yes asamba ko me viewer bi dey send me messages or per Dr. Ba obi bisa no obi bisa isa question no say every be doctor I can say if the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate would expose me did say me bisa question with agwa or sre in central ni bi ebisa doctor sa question we na anu yi a odema ye no atisen woni ahwefo beche
many je ho first of all let me give you this preamble enra and central for nhyiamu I call so moving pick ambassador hotel between the vice president and flag bearer and leader of the New Patriotic Party and the Ghana Central phone now from across the country. And young Krankwa, you saw
be Ashanti region. Yes.
In Accra, you saw your colleagues, familiar faces.
It's true, yeah.
But there were many more who came from all parts of the country.
Yeah, it's true.
Near the kind teach you one, and they say, "Ye gada or for honest conversations until we were not bothered." Say ye chro question dia mo bi so maybe sir we say one who the kind of questions and responses on the spot
yes
enye you meet the press ye fra one ye bisa asempa cho ye pese ye ma question obebisa mampanyi na wakwakotena ba bi aduapo abobo agu computer so dia be share there that is not the kind of engagement that the
we mobia kwanso onu ankasa emfenipem bisa question
yes
okay
into your obi to nsafre obi and I'm telling you your friend central for yankase NDC for na NPP for there be obi bia into whatever your question is yes fabra sabi ndansa wo yi eni oba akufo-addo
sir
ni obetima yi ano obeyi ne woni ho anu yi no se aba mepono so na moma metan me kwaje nkyeremu na ebresem ye de eno so ho anu yi ebeba. You asked an important question, which is the thing that they are saying, say, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And now, what's in also, no, he is intellectually honest. The positions on the economic development, nina ansa no obedi o mampanyi kra no wa church on the books agu hodada.
Yeah, you see about 2014 or true book could be about Africa.
Yes, 2010 yeah, he is an economist.
2010, yes.
He is an economist before becoming a politician. And to say yes, it is true. Say when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. And that statement is true then and it is true now. And he is saying that when the fundamentals were strong from 2017, 2018, 2019, now your annual depreciation of the cedi no na endru 5%. Mbachotie ni you. Nemom, when the fundamentals became weakened due to global challenges that we faced, one, you can about the COVID pandemic, and the impact on the global value chain, the fact that U.S. states or more reserves crown or more increase or more base rates, and my predicted say about 70 emerging economies are a year suitable for investors. They will start withdrawing their money and putting it back into the U.S. economy. Because ebi ankaneno na US na interest rate no form na na yesi e maso a or the kwashe ho no more secure than an emerging economy.
Yeah.
And yes, it weakened the fundamentals. When there was a Russia-Ukraine war, obi ohon mo say, "Hey, na Russia-Ukraine war Ghana nkwa na affected no." And then na Russia-Ukraine war affect obia. You heard the answer the vice president gave. The context in it say Ghana is an economy that a city is not anchored on anything. So CFA, which is used by most of the all the francophone countries. Imagine a currency that is used by so many countries. Not just that, omo reserves with omo colonial masters due to their policy of assimilation in Chinsem. Almost can backed by the euro through France. Challenges say banner shocks say their level of exposure is not the same as Yenkwa, a small country with a population of 32 million. Cedi no, it's not spent anywhere else. Yenkwa ne call the open markets, whether to engage creditors. OCC now say we go on the Eurobond. We go to the open market and your currency is not anchored or anything. And he said, but necessity is the mother of invention. And they realize that there is something a year of monetary value, but you don't need dollar to buy it. That is our gold.
Okay.
And no crisis na buy in 2022 no. Fundamentals near weekend no. Man idea be say so this time around let us use the cedi to anchor let's use gold to anchor the cedi. Young for gold didn't see cedi nechi, and he gave an example. Or said there was a company in Ghana who were supposed to even send about over 3 billion Ghana cedis out because so no the dividends are no better repatriate no. But they also look say, hey, NASA company almost betam $3 billion for this size Ghana cedi. With this size of your economy, free chrome the rush to look for dollar demand never go high. Just with that action alone, the impact depreciation never cost reduce. And to be so almost say the amount gold instead of dollar na mo pe will be na mo beji almost say any amount for mo see the ninya den and my near fan to gold no mamunko. So that there is no need to go and look for dollars anywhere. Anti-bright and you. And he said again, fundamental no started say strengthened due to interventions post the two global crises. Who said the exchange rate and the depreciation it is becoming stable because last year, January to June, now the city has depreciated over 21%.
Last year?
Yes. Same time this year, a depreciated by now 18%.
Okay,
meaning the rate of depreciation
slow.
Inflation now as at end of 2022 now I drew 54%. Say I drew saying 20%.
That's what.
And yes sir.
Yeah.
Me pacho wo dey maybe a 54. Na maybe a 20 percentage points do say na 34.
Yeah.
That is significant. It's huge.
It is even projected to say by 2026. A very bad single
end of
yes.
this year, end of 2024 is projected say be reduced to 15%.
Yeah.
And to no crisis, no solution. We na fundamentals no. Strengthen no. The effect is on every single macroeconomic indicator. Enya no kwa. Unimu say under former President John Dramani Mahama. Na a free independence. Ebeka 2017. Now we Bank of Ghana. Your gold reserves say na 8.7 tons. Ghana, yeah, the largest producer of gold in Africa. Number 6 in the world. Huge potential. Now your gold reserves as a country, 8.7 tons. 8. Single number, 8. Free independence. Free Ghana J.F.A. who they told January 2017. Okay,
Ansana Nanado Beba president.
And now you say your gold reserves, 72 tons. 8.7 to 72. Uti Fremont in the lifetime of only this government, in excess of $5 billion worth of gold reserves and a Bank of Ghana.
That is significant.
What they at 8 no crampo free 72 saying and yes 64 tons. Yeah. Oh they at 0.7 in free so. And yes 3.7 tons. Imagine ade am fear do saying year accumulation year reserves for over 60 years as compared to nearby we nkwa ade aba. Enti no say year free crisis no ma recovery ne koso no. The fundamentals are getting stronger. Okay. And the evidence is there to show. Because the first quarter of 2024 alone, one quarter, unim say economy na NDC for DJ no. 2015 it grew by 2.5%, and at 2016 it grew by 3.4%. Oh yeah, way. Yeah. Say year free crisis no ma year free, and now unim say by 2017. 2018, 2019, they grow by average of 7%. Until COVID by they call less than 1%.
That was when Ghana was projected to be the fastest growing economy in the world. Yeah.
When you say we are getting back on those tracks.
Where are we now?
The first quarter of 2024, you grow by 4.7%. And the industry alone grew by 6.8%.
Which is highly significant.
And to Fitch.
Yes.
And even IMF, our projected growth rate for Ghana, they have revised it upwards. At the last joint press conference, IMF, Bank of Ghana, Finance Ministry hosted, which I moderated, the country representative for IMF, STT, said IMF has decided, looking at the indicators at Ghana, they have decided to increase the projection of the country from 2.8 to 3.1. And Fitch funds the equity in excess of 4%. And we anticipate that we will do better. And you know, I am saying, what share Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, the Niswadi the predictions, and more project say, Bessie, challenges say, bar, inside so be a baby the books of lamentations. No, see, yem books, yem the books of solutions. Na adebia wa no edro nyaminti. And solutions upon solutions upon solutions. And what is the most impactful and major solutions or diaba?
Okay.
Or see, even in his book, 14 years ago, or try to say, Ade dance so ye, our developed countries, any underdeveloped countries in Africa, a die so, a die in Tema so ye can see a data.
Data.
Aye. Because abrocheno yen mo bia GPS address. Met your foreign and so beto wa hase obi anya SMS on the phone so. Yes mamu mpie tornado ba ya mamu flood alert. Ananya sa.
Sir.
Ye wo data ntia ye obi a credit scoring system. Yes ya ma credit card. Wakati ya 200 SJ ubetuma spend out to 5,000. Let's spread 5 years amount. No
tiaka.
Open mobile phone na yes ya check o credit score your credit worthy. Enti ko AT&T ko je iPhone na mom now dey tua $20 bosumi bia ye be ma on fie num bi kra ma o dey ayede ama o dey tua because of credit system, because the credit system no is possible when you have data. Abibi ma mu ye need data. Enti bank for no kosua niema e wo books num high purchase ne sa niema ni nyina wi a omba bebe bam ho mu ntimi mfa nya adwuma.
Yes.
ade omunim so metim de aye adwuma e collateral enti wo a wo kope bosia babu na obehya abraba ase wo pe bibia ese kofa dan bra ana kofa ka bra wonni bia ma bosia enye yi. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia say you are building the foundation blocks of this country to ensure say the adult population of Ghana obiya kita Ghana card ni nyina eye digital data no ma collect o fingerprints o fie wo busua wo guarantor o bibia e wo so o dwane age so ko shepo ase and to say we have the foundations required to do the credit scoring for everybody. Say be ya wo yo cheche ni o be sa otoka ana be sa oje bosia e de start project bi eno no so on be check ya or credit worthiness enya afa ni e be ka se na de na o de to ase omunim si e betete ana anya sa wo ye even a self-employed person na wo track record say momo sika na oje awutua enti no my assessment di bibia with financial inclusion aye wo momo link to bank. When you say no be kwa broche na so ni bank statement or to me print the momo statement.
It's allowed.
And I want your way.
It's allowed.
And I have seen some based on evidence. The statements because of financial inclusion. Yaje tum prekope say no be an or bank.
That's a significant milestone.
Yes.
Because the be an be some was saying momo ni ade. Yeah, could you plan here for a document imra? Ma send 100, ma send 200. How do I get a record?
And the financial statement, momo be printer send the email amount. Or printed the attach your documents. And they see how you save on your wallet, how you spend. Or the embassy baby or mutimeje. And that is where the world is heading towards. And this is the man or when is wadihunu. After 8 years of NDC government, NHIS, they were drawing salaries. They had the CEO, NIA, NHIS, NIA and the NDC, National Identification Authority. Almost a golf house, you know, want to take feature home and yes. There were workers there, they were taking salaries near the workshops. The question is, then I know more. Bibia did this and no fear much. It's true. And then cats no issue. What can say? No be a banner adult population to the tune of about 18 million. Why issue cards? Enya no kwa. Ya started Ghana card numbers at birth. Oba first way. Ye birth certificate man ani ya Ghana card amano. Medium mampenya be de eche ni flag bearer Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia echi. Yeah. Eko Ghana hospital wo. Aso fasa na wo. Na me wo, yeah. Ene eko BA initiative na no. Enti hwe baby Ghana eko. Na se ukita iPhone 10. No be say eno de acha na se 15 be baje be sesamu a was me de kwaje Nokia 3310 bra okowaji na brabom ho an pe okonachi obi fra kra se ba kra bedu akra ha on pese obekoba o se meto aso agese mafra wi mhyen ana anyesa na ho an ba nanim o sa akonachi enti Ghana de yenkoya chibio we are following the man who is determined to upgrade Ghana with bold solutions for jobs and businesses. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. See, me person NPP4 especially. Mweninya day. Nyaming tiye party pe any BB says the Lord. Ye nya fe ne beto alukuluku ya e kada ye debi. Ye kwa ye banyina nyamesro nyamesom. The battle is the Lord.
It is possible.
With God all things are possible.
Yeah.
It is possible near denam. Entity ojidi ni de esa oma okuku yedu ma weni yede. So we have a good story to tell and it has to be told and it has to be sold. And more be propaganda nti na no nyede nsino. Eze se okenya wo ho na mo weni yede na mo weni bre. Ese sabi se atenenefo ene wo ani so ade hunu wa mo weni ambre anje leadership. No obi ba na owie na okase nkokobuo ne ebebo amo ampa cho degree enya nkokobuo adwuma nti ne ekotena university. Ye be man kola na e drones. Uya na ba unsa o doctorate o doctor medical school na awako no. O koye adwuma na e ka se 9 months e ntua o ka. O teaching na awako no. O koye adwuma 3 years na e se ma 3 months. E na ba unsa nkuko bu.
Sa asemo a o kan asemo hia pa se de bia mene ahwefo che sa asemo se government a ofa nipa adwuma so mo ye adwuma mfie miensa na aban betu omuka o se obemom otua om bosome miensa pe bosome miensa no so wohwe ni ye because ehu hia pa na maka ne sa no ma memmo Franco Trading Enterprise wo de room emre no aye bia ne sa mema me guess be 1 minute bi no dia wrap up na me kanfo Franco Trading Enterprise dia ma me ho na unsa beka phone ahodo ni nyina bia ye Nokia, Samsung, iPhone ban TV so smart TVs aba na nse ya nkofo tototo yi all the sizes 32 to 75 inches no ya dia unsa beka omo fridge any deep freezers nyina ya dia unsa beka bi Franco Trading Enterprise washing machine any ni abeton kra any CCTV camera no any bo to make up na call Franco Trading Enterprise we are there unsa beka bi omo sizes no any standard and as a measurement ni nyina wo ho a ya dia also unsa beka bi ho latest ones abedwa menemo kase ubo ntem Franco Trading Enterprise ya dia unsa beka bi mesrese unsa beka mo 02464 22338 02464 22338 and 0555 3939311 0555 939311 na obe download omo trading Franco Trading app no Google Play Store na also one womu edi enkita Franco Trading Enterprise still from papa fie me sign encam for Awos Unisex boutique me ka Awos Unisex boutique dia na wo onim se ba bia ubenya ema ne memma ene enkwala entade leather bags belt any shoes dia wo de woni kire omaso ya wo nsa ebe kan bi shoes no any leather no bags no original leather nye fake yibi obi kan o say the next country ye fi ya ye kofo ya nyama ba nyom nyama ni bi we de papa leather original leather omo ye clearance sales obetumi anya 50% reduction on empabo bia ubeyi Awos Unisex boutique omo jowlo opposite the First Atlantic bank and I say East Legon Shashi boundary road omo ne guys two supermarket no na ebo nhwenim Tesano behind the police depot and airport terminal 3 departure lounge hono ho na onsa ebeka wom ubetumi afra omo 0244 649 379 0244 649 379 Awos Unisex boutique comfort and style now also wapebi honorable emreno ayebe na me ma obey 1 minute na wodi summarize na ya pe baby afa
yo ohene aspect ya na yaka nyina yaka samwa
yeah
yese Ghana for ye upgrade ye koye nim ye koye chi reset na no ane flyer we are confirm and that Dr. Mahmoud Baumia yese bibi what is a flyer we are na drone ye koye nim with technology with innovation and finding bold solutions ebema Ghana mabunenya adwuma ye ebi ni say Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so obema tax amnesty who your business owner, you know what tax amnesty means to us. Obi ohonoma the taxes opeso tuya and so enam say timelines BBT in India just wait to your penalty.
Yeah.
And san what me to your
yeah.
Ebi a penalty nso na ebe se mohudu. Who go to your for friends there be ye tete penalty na ansana wa clear no wi answer. Imagine so be go to your 5,000.
Yes.
Near so penalty be 60,000. Bra obekwa akutu.
O da bi
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia so nya kwanya be Ghana mampanyia opese wo ye overhaul of the tax system in Ghana na bibi anya simplistic nenso enya abosremu kanti otu kwan ko Estonia which is recorded to be one of the best tax regimes in the whole world.
Sa Estonia
say nientia omo tax compliance wasro no is because simple what you say enya afa na ye be ye no computation and na we progressive tax system there be ye be ye simple ama one kasa kra ni wutu ya orange to orange 10 cedi obi a 10 na no obi etua enya afa na ye progressively we be tua we na calculate bi go there be into ye simple one no say ma tax amnesty 2 na nkrofo anya adaje clear the backlog na ego on say ya bo atonchen ye koye nim ye nyere ehunu enti enye no nko a
okay
o say Ghana port ye wo ho ye be benchmarking to Togo port. What is say Ghana for after what is say na Ghana for be graduate say Togo ye dua duty. Na me means that's a conversation that has been going on.
Yes, free.
One catch from some dua duty. Omo ka say Togo bibia e free, ka fa ho e free.
That be insanity.
Yes, it's cheaper than Ghana.
Yes.
Entina ni so ade hunu ne say given the opportunity, or person or benchmarking na Ghana port charges no, and the same as Togo. So a womb be here crassa will cost. As I be far flower me about Jojo. To your full no sawa. And our fence so no a flat rated. Flat rated no so no more charging in city currency.
Not dollars.
Not dollars.
Okay.
Because they say you can say $20,000 for we are. Uncle Fanny man and run all corner. Yes, an exchange rate near say.
Okay.
Buy assistant to duty assistant.
Okay.
Say 20,000 CDA. All corner there is predictability.
Remember na ebe.
Obekwa 20,000.
Remember na ebe.
And a Ghana first policy. And be a who here 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yes, near my you produce or Ghana ha. Aye or Ghana ha bian. Ye be shamram ye de ensasha say. Woody can't turn ye or Ghana. Ebi ni ho ansa na wakwa amanone. Na ensha investors or mubeti mu nyuma wa ha mu ensha omumu enkran. No mu mie bi enwuma na mabunu nya adwuma. And 1 million IT skilled training ni jobs are
okay. Yo, me da se papa. Honorable Kennedy Ohine Agyapong, Ghana first. Slogan abepie NDC MPP, sorry. MPP manifesto num sia Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Ghana mampeni abede chi o si onya esraya ade a ye be focus enyema ye beto nyina na ye de behwe ni behwe ne ye o man Ghana mu first me guest obebo amema me di dwumadi we na numre honorable Fatimatu Abubakar, Minister for Information. Honorable nyame ensta papa nyame sha so a wo pe bre di woni edi dwumadi we achi penifo ebo ame ma metumi edi show ibre wo mu chinchim mfidie ne jando ne lawyer Charles Kweku Amundate ne Kwesi Linson Justice Afun Brahima Joshua anase Kobe Scratch ena George Sakode Focus emrante ena bomachidom nyame yadoma ukwada yebesan ehia makramu